an exciting event sponsored by the Quincy School Community Partnership. We thank them greatly for their continued generosity and support. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guest joining us this morning. Please hold your applause until the end. We have Superintendent of Schools, Kevin Mulvey, Quincy Public Schools Director of Athletics, Kevin Mahoney, Chair of the Quincy School Community Partnership, Keith Segala, Principal of North Quincy High School, Dan Gilbert, Assistant Principal of Quincy High School, Edward Smith. Members of the Superintendent's leadership team are joining us this morning. Presenter Ian Martin, trainer for Positive Coaching Alliance. Presenter Randy Nathan, who is a trainer for Positive Coaching Alliance. Panelists Brandon Linton, men's basketball head coach, Tufts University. Panelists Caitlin Safier, Vice President, Hale Family, South Shore YMCA. Panelists Greg Stipkovich, Vice President, Chief Marketing Officer, Quincy Mutual Group. Dr. Kirk Graham, President of the Adams Presidential Center. Kathy Hussey O'Brien, Vice President of the Adams Presidential Center. And last, but certainly not least, welcome to our student leaders who were invited this morning because of their leadership role and qualities displayed in their respective high schools. I ask that you students please stand and be recognized.
Thank you, Dr. Perkins. How about a big round of applause for Dr. Perkins and everything she does for the Quincy Public Schools. Before I begin, I do want to acknowledge that the mayor unfortunately could not be with us here today. He got called away to an important meeting. This is historically one of his most favorite events. This and graduation and all the events surrounding the end of the school year are some of his favorite events, and certainly to be with students is right at the top of his list. So he does want to wish everyone the very best, and thank you on his behalf for all that you do for the Quincy Public Schools and the community. So again, good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you here this morning. Of course, welcome Assistant Superintendent Dr. Perkins, high school principals, member of the superintendent's leadership team, student leaders, parents, and special guests to the Quincy Public Schools Leadership Summit. I would like to thank the Quincy School Community Partnership for its generosity in sponsoring today's event. Special thanks to Kevin Mahoney and Keith Segala for planning and implementing this exciting initiative. Students invited to participate in today's Leadership Summit were selected by their high school principals, deans, coaches, and teachers because they are leaders in their high school class. To the members of the class of 2027 joining us this morning, we challenge you to be effective leaders and role models throughout your senior year. Great leaders inspire greatness in others, and I'm sure you will do that. Leadership is not defined by a title, but by the ability to inspire, uplift, and create positive change in the lives of others. Every day in our schools, we witness students and staff demonstrating courage, compassion, creativity, and resilience, qualities that shape strong leaders for tomorrow. This Leadership Summit celebrates individuals who lead with integrity, embrace challenges as opportunities, and motivate others through their actions and examples. Whether in the classroom, on the stage, in athletics, through service projects, or within our community, leadership shines brightest when it is rooted in empathy, collaboration, and purpose. As we continue to prepare our students for a rapidly changing world, we remain committed to fostering environments where every learner feels empowered to discover their voice, pursue their passions, and make meaningful contributions to their community. Together, we are building a culture that values innovation, respect, and lifelong learning. Thank you to our dedicated educators, supportive families, and outstanding students for inspiring excellence each day. Your leadership strengthens our schools and our community, and your impact will continue far beyond the classroom walls. Congratulations and have a great morning. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you all very much. It's pleasure to be in the presence of so many great leaders, and glad that you're here to listen and learn, and we appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this program. This is an inaugural program from the Adams Presidential Center to talk about civic leadership and what it means to serve your community in the way that, of course, we're trying to highlight John and Abigail Adams, John Quincy and Louisa Catherine for all that they did for our country, and we are so grateful to be able to highlight students who've done the same. These awards are for students who have gone above and beyond the required service, and we're very grateful to acknowledge them for this. This is a partnership with between the Adams Presidential Center and the Quincy Public Schools, and as I said, we're honoring the legacy of the Adams, but also honoring community service in general. And this is an inaugural program that we hope to expand. I hope some of you juniors here in the audience this year will actually be up here receiving these awards next year. I really want to highlight this group that's getting them this year, though, because they served not knowing there would be an award on the other end of this. See, so they deserve to be recognized here this morning. We also want you to know that they submitted a description of the service that they performed over the course of their high school careers, and that was judged by a team of judges that includes Dr. Kara Pekarkic, Bridget Vaughn, and Kim Quinn. And then also I wanted to recognize the QPS community partners, Caitlin Zafir from the Hale Family YMCA, John Dunn, Boston Scientific, and Helena Skinner of the Next Chapter Books and More. So we appreciate all that everyone has done to make this happen. Especially I want to acknowledge Dr. Aaron Perkins, who also serves on the board of the Adams Presidential Center. Great community partnership here, and we look forward to expanding this program. So what we're going to do is tell you a little bit just about the Adams Presidential Center. We're a new organization here in Quincy. We're an education-based organization, and we are sharing the history of the Adams family, but also trying to lead with their values and inspire all of you, a rising generation, to serve as they did. We are launching this summer 2 other inaugural programs. One is a Teacher Institute, and one is an Emerging Leaders program. We have teachers and college-age students coming from all around the country. We had applications from 48 states. And these for brand new programs, and people are coming here to Quincy to learn about the Adams, learn about the Revolution, and learn about why these things matter to us today, and how leadership then can affect leadership now. So anyway, without further ado, I want to acknowledge the students, and I would like to invite the receiving line to come forward. That would be the superintendent, assistant superintendent, and Caitlin as well. We'll start with Elle Marie Chung. Has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to community service throughout high school with a focus on digital equity, cultural inclusion, and community engagement. Through her work with the City of Quincy's Community Technology Integration and Support Program, she helped expand free Wi-Fi access for residents and taught digital literacy skills to community members, while also serving as a board member for the Quincy Asian Resources Festival and Cultural Learning Program. Through her leadership and service, Elle Marie has made a meaningful impact on families and community members throughout Quincy. She plans to pursue biochemistry and continue advocating for more access and inclusive healthcare solutions in the future. Elle Marie. Next, we have Angelina Lin. She has demonstrated an exceptional commitment to service throughout high school through her involvement with local nonprofit organizations, community events, youth programs, and the performing arts. She has supported children and families through Greater Boston childcare and community services, contributed to community celebrations and veterans events, and taken on leadership roles in youth theater productions. Through her service, Angelina has made a meaningful impact on the Quincy community while developing into a compassionate and dedicated leader. She plans to continue her work in community advocacy and nonprofit service with a focus on supporting youth environmental sustainability, and underserved communities. Angelina? Next is Lily Chen. Lily has demonstrated outstanding leadership and service throughout high school with a strong focus on climate advocacy, education, and community engagement. She founded the Quincy branch of the international nonprofit Restoring Rainbows, helping direct art supplies to local schools and introducing sustainability initiatives to hundreds of students across the region. Lily has also mentored younger students in robotics and music education while leading projects that expanded opportunities for her peers within the school community. She plans to pursue physics and aerospace engineering with the goal of advancing innovation while continuing her commitment to meaningful civic impact and service. Lily? Next is Shayed Zaman. He has made a meaningful impact throughout high school through his dedication to youth mentorship and computer science education. Through his work with Quincy Coders and QARI, he taught coding, developed curriculum for younger students, and served as a consistent mentor and role model within the community. His service reflects a deep belief in the importance of patience, encouragement, and creating opportunities for young people to grow and succeed. Shayed plans to pursue computer science in college while continuing his involvement in education, mentorship, and community outreach. Shayed? Bushra Shah has demonstrated a strong commitment to community service throughout high school through her involvement in youth programs, local events, civic engagement initiatives, and historical education. From mentoring children and supporting families to serving as a docent and community volunteer, she has consistently worked to create welcoming and inclusive experiences for others throughout the Quincy community. Through these experiences, Bushra developed a passion for helping people feel supported, confident, and connected. She plans to pursue a career in dentistry, where she hopes to continue making a positive impact through care, empathy, and service to others. Bushra? So all of the students who have been called up so far have received their award, and this is a $1,000 award that they're receiving. The overall winner will receive a $2,500 award, and this year's recipient of the Adams Civic Impact Award and the program's highest award recipient is Emily Chen. Emily has demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to service, leadership, and community impact throughout high school. Through her work with Boston Medical Center, South Cove Manor Rehabilitation Center, the YMCA Germantown Food Pantry, and Quincy Asian Resources, she has supported patients, families, elderly residents, and immigrant communities with compassion and care. Emily's ability to build meaningful connections and make others feel welcomed and supported has left a lasting impact throughout Quincy and beyond. She plans to continue serving immigrant and underserved communities in the future through healthcare, cultural advocacy, and community outreach. Emily? We'll invite you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Emily Chen, and I am truly honored and grateful to receive the Adams Civic Impact Award. Thank you so much to the Adams Presidential Center, Quincy Public Schools, my teachers, family, and everyone who made this recognition possible. Receiving this recognition means a lot to me because community service has become one of the most meaningful parts of my life and has shaped the person that I am today. When people hear the words community service, they often think about volunteer hours, events, or projects. And while those things matter, I've never really seen service that way. To me, community service is about being present for people when they need it. It's about showing up consistently, and it's about recognizing that even small actions can have a lasting impact on someone else's life. At South Cove Manor Rehabilitation Center, I'm an activities volunteer, supporting elderly residents through daily exercises, games, crafts, and conversations. Over time, I realized that what mattered most wasn't the activity itself, but the connections being built within it. As I spent more time there, I began to understand how much loneliness can exist quietly in people's lives, especially among elderly individuals who may not always have consistent social interaction. I saw how a simple conversation, a shared story, or even just someone taking the time to listen could shift someone's entire day. What stayed with me most were the conversations I had with the residents and the trust that slowly built over time. Those moments reminded me that service is not one-sided. While I went there hoping to support others, I often left feeling just as impacted by the kindness, stories, and connections they shared with me. At Boston Medical Center, I worked as a patient ambassador, assisting patients as they navigated appointments, transportation, and communication within the hospital. Many patients arrived feeling confused or uncertain about where to go or what to expect. In those moments, I saw how much my role mattered. Even small acts of support, such as guiding someone to the right place, answering questions, or translating, could help make a stressful experience feel less overwhelming. I learned how much of a difference patience and compassion can make, especially in environments where people already feel vulnerable. Both of these experiences opened my eyes to understand community service in a deeper way. No matter where it takes place, our service makes people feel seen, understood, and supported when they might otherwise feel lost or alone. And the smallest actions, even simply listening to someone, can have a great and lasting impact. As I move beyond high school, I hope to continue carrying these lessons with me. I want to continue discovering ways to serve my community by making support and resources more accessible to those who feel unheard or overlooked, especially through healthcare, community outreach, and youth programs. This award is not an endpoint for me, but a reminder of the responsibilities we all share to help the people around us. Civic engagement is not only about leadership positions or recognition, but it's about being willing to step forward, help others, and take responsibility for the well-being of our community. Quincy is a diverse and connected community, and I believe giving back is important. To my peers here today, I hope you remember that civic impact does not always come from large gestures. Often it begins with something as small as lending an ear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, all of you students, for your service. I'll tell you, I met these winners right before everybody got here, and just even contemplating what their careers are going to be and what they're going to do, it's amazing to think of the impact that just these two tables are going to have on the world as we know it. So I'm very, very pleased for that. I'm going to leave you with the words of the immortal John Adams, who said, "To be good and to do good is all we have to do." It's just that simple. So go forth and be good and do good. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Dr. Perkins, I'll turn it back to you.
Student leaders, we hope that you will appreciate today's breakout sessions, which were designed to provide you with important information that you can use in everyday life.